Hello, everybody. Just trying to get things figured out here. Y'all don't need to see that now, do we? Hello, everybody. How's it going? Can everybody hear me? No audio? Well, that's not good. Actually, we're at 151 now. Can everybody hear me? What's up, Matt? Hello, Ozzy Jack. Bogus, hello. Sarah, hello. Francisco, what's up? Ozzy Jack, hello. Okay, good. A bit quiet. Well, shit. That might just be me. Tripod's an idiot. Cooking tacos down by the river. That sounds like a good time. Wireless mic on my wish list. Good call. Hello, Art the Fart. Welcome to the channel. Or the live stream, whatever. You've been around for a while. Get her better. Welcome. We'll just wait a few minutes until everyone's here. Hey, Francisco. But yes, I hope this was a good time for everybody. Hi, Tracy. Yeah. Do I like mushrooms? Wow, off to the first question already. No, not particularly. Not a fan of mushrooms. Hello, shiny nickel blades. Oh, I mean, to each their own. I mean, they're kind of talking about now potentially working on making them legal, just due to the psychogenic effects. How about Brussels sprouts? Tiny little cabbages, man. They. Nope, sorry. Brussels sprouts. Yeah, no. Cook them any way you want to. It still tastes like barf. Yeah, that's kind of Vancouver for you. There were places that you could get cannabis before it was legalized. Funky places too, I've heard. I heard about one place you would go in, stand next to this organ, and a guy would come up to you and ask you what you're looking for, and then they would bring it to you. That is Aussie Jack. That is the best way to cook Brussels sprouts. Cook them, boil them, and then just toss them in the garbage. Checking out vans. Yeah, I pass by this one van every day on my way to work, and I just want to go to the guy's house, knock on the door, and just be like, "Can I just have your van?" That would be fantastic. But yeah, looking at Facebook Marketplace for the most part. You guess you eat anything, eh? Fantastic. But yeah, Facebook Marketplace is kind of where I've been looking, um, and other places online, but nothing major yet. You know, September is coming. Hopefully, that's when everything falls into place. Yes, radishes do taste like burning. I have to agree with you there, Ninja. But in terms of vans, I've always been, I've always thought that Econoline just looked like a badass. You know, nothing against Chevy, but you know, I'm not gonna be picky when it comes down to it though, because I feel like I might be on such a time crunch to get everything done by the time that we have to leave this house that I'll take what I can get and hopefully build it out by the time we're ready to go. No to radishes too. I'm right there with you. They taste like burning. They taste like fire. All right, Sarah. So how's everybody else doing out there today? Did you all have a good day? Am I going to travel around Canada? Yes, that is the plan. Um, so essentially, for those of you who don't know, after my this is going to be long story short right now. After my marriage ended, I moved back in with my mom, and didn't really find much direction. Well, it's Shaw Blue Curve. Works well for me, and for what I need it for right now. So anyway, yeah, I plan to travel around Canada. My mom has decided she wants to move to Thunder Bay. That's where my brother Corey is. He might be here. I'm not too sure. And so she's moving there, planning on putting the house on the market early next year. And I plan to join her for the ride out there. And it's the name is pretty cool. It's a nice little town. You know, it's got everything that you could possibly want in a small city, but not a huge population. I'm still working on if I want to try and edit that video together again one more time of my trip out to Thunder Bay when my brother moved out there. But it's very shaky quality, and it's not that great in terms of video quality either. Nothing like what I've got now. Thunder Bay and Revelstoke. Yeah, we've got some cool, funky names for places in Canada. Yeah, I'd say so. But after Thunder Bay, hopefully the sky's going to be the limit, as I want to be able to travel around as much as I can, because my long term goal for this channel is to do it full time. And yeah, there's a lot I want to do. So, what are you planting right now, Lucky? Just lost my computer. 1 second. Work was alright. It was really, really slow. Like, I think we should potentially go from 10 or 12 to 6 on Sundays to just being closed on Sundays. Niner, bell pepper, max, bell pepper, strawberries, and cucumber. Cucumber? Nice. Yes, Dildo, Newfoundland. There are lots of places that I want to see. Strawberries, can't have strawberries, doesn't kill me. Potentially. San Francisco. I think it is time to have a little key. Egg and Bacon Bay. That sounds fantastic. Sounds like my kind of town just based off of the name alone. So, I want to kind of thank everybody here. Will you encourage on the end? Not if I don't have to. It all depends on how things go with the channel. If somehow by next year it can. Hey, this is my first time, okay? But no, I probably won't be leaving my job. I'll just take some time off and do the drive out there and then come back. Yeah, it all depends on how much time I can get off. But I've been at my current job for nearly 3 years, so a couple of weeks would be nice. What are we drinking? I am drinking Crown Royal. Quit your job. No. I mean, maybe one day, but I've got to be doing this whole YouTube thing full time first. What do I do for work? I work in a cannabis store. Ouch. It would, and I've been working a lot of hours, especially when the pandemic first hit. It was 50, 60 hours a week sometimes. 10 hours a day every day. I still do the 10 hours a day, except for on Sundays now. Bottom shelf rum and soda here, eh? Whatever gets your boat motor. Is that right? But after that, I'd like to head west into BC. Black Butte Porter. Butte or Butte? Butte? water's good too. I also got some of that all over my shirt. I'm looking forward, I think, to the challenge of that everything that's to come. Because I don't really know how to do much of anything, and so there's a lot of really fun content coming up. I think Matt knows exactly what is going on. Have I done any? Not a lot of traveling. I've been to Vancouver a couple of times. I used to go up to Edmonton a lot because my family is there, or some of my family is there. I've been out to Thunder Bay once, and into Saskatchewan once. I'd like to go further north. Watching some of Foresty Forest's older videos, and he went up to the Arctic Ocean. I would like to do that too. I think that would be fun. I think that would be a really great challenge. I never pushed myself to any kind of limit before, and so honestly, I don't know what I'm capable of, and I'm really excited to find out. His videos are great to go back and watch, even if you've seen them before. He's got his formula and he sticks to it, and it works for him. Rum and the Dixon Tumbler. What kind of YouTube channels do I watch? Well, other than van life videos, which kind of take up more of my time now than anything else, I would say I watch the Game Grumps a lot. I think they're funny. Yeah, comedy, like stand-up comedy. There's a lot of really great YouTubers out there. What did I say? Oh, what kind of YouTube channels do I watch? I watch Game Grumps. I watch a little bit of everything. Yep. Riveting conversation, I know. Game Grumps, yes. Game Grumps is a channel where a couple of guys play video games and they talk about video games. And one of them is really grumpy and one of them's not. It's fantastic. The Dry Bar. I've seen some Dry Bar comedy. Santa Cruz, California. Nice. It got really nice here in Calgary today. Glory, guys. Okay, will do. I haven't listened to a podcast in a long time. My headphones keep breaking. So I just kind of stopped. Is there anything you need to fill that van once you get it? Pretty much everything. I have got some wood set aside. If anyone has seen Matt's video where we dropped off wood at my friend's apartment. But yeah, and stuff for the van, I don't really have much of anything right now. Just some wood, and I've been kind of looking at stuff in stores, but more often than not, I will probably get it online if I can, wherever I can get stuff cheap. I've got a stove coming to me from my brother, and possibly a sleeping bag too. Gotta prepare for those cold Alberta nights and days and afternoons and holidays. Oh, I'm missing some chat here. Ugh, and weeks. Yeah, it gets cold here. Yeah, I hear you. I love people, but I hate people at the same time. You have your own way of relaxing, eh? Is it some kind of herbal soother, perhaps? DoorDash. Yeah, we have that here too. Gonna name my van? Yeah. Um, got some. I've got an idea in my head. Depends on. It depends on how I feel. I gotta get it first, and I gotta sit in it. Once I sit in it, I might have a good idea. But yeah, I've got one up in the brain case for later. Is it green? Is it scrumptious? Typically, yes. I would say before that I was a tent camper, but I haven't really done any camping since high school. Gonna change that probably this fall. But yeah, growing up, we used to go camping every summer, and it was always in a tent. Have I been out driving lots? Um, yeah, I try and go around once a week if I can. I when I went and finally got my learners, it was September 24th. And so after that, I decided I wanted to go on the 1 year anniversary of that and do my driver's test. And well, we'll see after that. But yeah, what's your best camping memory? Um, ooh, I don't know if I've got a best camping memory, but worst camping memory was I remember getting sick. Yeah, I'm not remembering it correctly. It was a long time ago. Uh, but yeah, I've just got some good camping memories. I used to go camping with my aunt, and we used to go with this guy named Mac. And Mac is the uncle of Lanny McDonald, if anyone knows who that is. So we used to go camping with him, and it was always a blast. And I had so many good memories going camping with my aunt. Does it feel more normal to drive now? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm completely comfortable in everything that I've done so far. Um, I think the next step will be going for potentially highway driving or roads like Deerfoot. Top 5 favorite comedians. Ooh, okay. Jim Gaffigan is kind of number one. He just kind of always spoke to me. Dane Cook, he used to be on that list, but he's kind of fallen off. Hot Pockets! Yes, Jim Carrey was good. Oh man. Sorry, I don't drink very often, so this has already hit me pretty good. Jim Gaffigan, Jim Carrey was good for sure. Mitch Hedberg. Norm Macdonald was always funny. Rest in peace. I love Norm. And Richard Pryor. You got called Jim Carrey today? That's hilarious. You feel like you can drive anywhere, you can drive in Calgary? It's true. Bill Burr, yeah, he's good too. Robin Williams, definitely. He might even take number 1 on that spot. Yes, we're talking about favorite comedians. Richard Pryor and George Carlin. Oh, yes. Definitely Hall of Fame kind of guys for those. I like the way George Carlin thought about things. I also really liked, I can't remember the guy's name, but he always spoke in a really monotone voice. And, oh, yeah. Ron White's good. I like Ron White too. It's not that the wind is blowing, it's what the wind is blowing. Angry comics are good. Yeah, Dennis Leary, he was hilarious. And he was pissed off about everything. Patrice O'Neal, definitely is good. Dave Attell, yep. I liked George Carlin in the Kevin Smith movies. Especially Dogma. And, it's sad that is the one movie that people just can't get right now because of frickin' Weinstein. Lewis Black, yeah, he's kind of interesting. Definitely, Kevin Smith is awesome. I haven't met him, but I've met Jason Mewes. I've actually met some interesting people. I used to volunteer for the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo, and it was a really good way just to meet people and talk to them one-on-one. Mallrats is best. Agree to disagree. Clerks, still my favorite. Clerks, then Dogma. Clerks 2. Chasing Amy doesn't... No, Chasing Amy makes the list. Jersey Girl can burn in a fire. Oh, nice. I wanted to meet them at Comic Expo, but it didn't materialize. the last year that I went, which was 2018, I think, maybe 2019, I don't know. I got to see a bunch of my favorite voice actors, and for anyone who really knows me, they know that voice acting is one of my favorite things to talk about. Talk about voice actors. Dogma is fantastic. I like the poop demon. He was funny. That was Ethan Suplee who did that. Like who? Rob Paulsen is my number one. He has voiced many cartoons. Um, it was always one of those things that I kind of picked up on really early on. Is I would hear a voice in a commercial or a cartoon, and then I would try and place that voice with other things. What do I like about voice acting? I like the talent that goes into it. People that have to portray every aspect of a character using only their voice. You can also lump that in with motion capture or motion performance. Stuff like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is like my number one favorite game of all time. That combined voice acting and motion capture all together, so it was fantastic. So yeah, Rob Paulsen's my number one. First thing I ever really remember him in was the Ninja Turtles cartoon in the 1980s. So if you look for things that agreed, I think a crockpot would be fantastic. I'm looking forward to getting one of those. There's a lot. There's a lot on this list, on my list, and I don't even have it written down. Another reason why I like Rob Paulsen is I read his book in voice. I think it's called Voice Lessons, and he talks about facing cancer and fighting cancer, throat cancer too. And if things didn't go well, he would have lost either his life or his livelihood. And yeah, he beat cancer, came back really strong, and he's still working today. My mailing address? No, I don't have that listed simply because I don't. It's my mom's house, and it's a small, small mailbox. But if you guys would like, I can post it. Could make a great passive income with Audible books. You think so? That's fantastic. Thank you, Art the Fart. You have plates for me. Yes, there, Rose. Thank you very much. We were talking about that. I will remove that from my Amazon list. Plates would be good. Let's not get into stalkers. Let's just Yes, that is also an option if Matt is okay with it. But yeah, I plan on getting the mailbox. I plan on getting the shower as well. Art the Fart, do you mean? Don't abuse my mailbox, please. No worries, okay, everybody? Don't send me too much stuff. Because I'm going to be getting down to the point where I have to purge pretty much everything that I have. So, but what if you want to stalk me? Well, I mean, you're coming up this way at some point. Been watching Matt for a while. You have okay. Well, I mean, Matt's probably about 20 minutes away from me by car. You did on what Martin sent me, but not you. Hey? Oh, never mind. That wasn't a question for me. Is there rum? Well, I'm not having rum. I've got Canadian whiskey. Canadian whiskey. Got this last summer. And excuse me. Yeah, it's like audiobooks. That could be fun. I would consider that. Well, thanks, Ninja Boo. I really appreciate that. I used to dream about being a voice actor, and it was one of those things where I never. I was always too afraid to capture any of my dreams, you know. And this is the first time when it comes to this van life thing and and YouTube that I never wanted to give it up. It was like, okay, this is what I want to do. Now everything I need to do, everything I do from now on out is got to be in service of that. Do you have any pets, or will you once you're in the van? Um, right now I'm gonna say no, simply because I need to be able to take care of myself first. Um, you know, and once I can do that, then perhaps, you know. But for now, no, no pets. I'm a little iffy when it comes to living with animals, just due to a medical condition that I have. Um, Not a fun time for me. But I really, honestly, I wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't because of Matt. You know, Matt came to me with his idea. He said he thought it would be good for me, and you know, for over a year now, it's all I can think about, and it's all I want to do. And you know, I'm willing to put in that grind. But right now, it's kind of. Hi Tracy, thank you very much. Took me a couple of years to get my nerve up to do van life part time. Yeah, Matt, but it wouldn't have happened without you, and I wouldn't have this many subscribers if you weren't pushing for me to you know, to have the subscribers. You know, I've had this channel since 2010, and I never really used it for much. Convince them to get me my soda. Fantastic. I have to admit it was kind of a gamble starting the channel when I did, but I wanted to kind of show people what my life was going to be like leading up to van life. You know, because I've got a lot of, you know, stuff in my past that I haven't talked about, and yeah, I wanted to take my own approach to everything. And yeah, so I don't have as much content out right now as I would like, but we're getting there. And the fact that you guys are all here now, it means so much to me. Like, I wake up every day, I check to see what my subscribers are at, and I always smile. And I have to say, after everything, it is so nice to smile. Thanks, Ninja. You know, so thank you all so much for being here and being a part of this community before things really take off. And I'm really hoping that's September. Mr. Muffin Man. Welcome. Do I have a name for my subs yet? No, not yet. If I go with the name for the van that I want to go for, then it will connect. But we'll see. Don't be weird, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being weird, honey. And once you get to know me, you see how weird I really am. Don't name your subs. That's an option too. Why don't I want to name my subs, Matt? Let them figure it out. Okay. That works. I like that. I mean, Lucky's came organically, so the Roach Box. You know, it's funny. For anyone who's new to the channel, I did have some cannabis related content on my channel, but it really didn't do very much. So it didn't do very well. So I figured, well, why bother? You know, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I figured, So yeah, originally the name of the channel was actually Vanibus, Van Life plus Cannabis, and I was taking a little bit too much from Matt, I think. And then I decided to kind of just focus on everything that I like, and you know, work that into the channel somehow. And you know, Destination Van Life is kind of where we are. Because you know, I could say, welcome to Destination Van Life, or the destination is van life. You know? It all depends on where we go from here. Dodge Caravan and Big Blue. Yes, exactly. I don't know what I'm going to call it until I sign it. What would Leopard Girl subs be called? That's a good question. I don't know. I think they just be called subs. Probably. Yeah, no, I've got some ideas that I would like to try kind of leading up until I get the van, simply because you know, I've always been the theater kid, the drama kid at school, so if I can incorporate something like that, I've got some ideas. The Searchers. That's an idea. What is my favorite movie? Back to the Future. Well, it's a tie. Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. I'm a huge fan of the '80s movies. Maybe I should have another beer. I mean, you did get what, 5? May as well. Yeah, so Ghostbusters or Back to the Future. We'll do our 2-parters, bro. Yeah, that's true. I like being on camera. And it's always nice to find other people who do too. Yeah, I think the 2-parters will be fun. Infinity War, that's a good movie too. Yes, that was a fantastic movie. Did anyone ever play the Ghostbusters game that came out? Oh, I don't even remember. Originally, it was made by Atari Games, and then it got bought up by a different company. But it had the original cast in it. It was a great game. The Batman was great. I didn't really know what to expect. Do I get nervous when someone sticks a camera in my face? I'm getting used to it. Sometimes it's just knowing what to say in that moment. Because, I mean, you've seen, for anyone who's seen me in some of Matt's videos, I can kind of get a little inappropriate. The Batman, yeah, sorry, it was great, and I'm curious to see where they go next. I'd like to see them do villains that they haven't done before for the next ones. Court of Owls would be great. It could be Diggs. Who knows? Who knows? I need to go see Doctor Strange, though. That will be the next movie I see. No, avoiding spoilers online has not been easy. The Searchers. Ooh, the Seekers. That could be cool, too. No spoilers, Francisco. No spoilers. Yes, we do. Well, let's do it sometime soon, hopefully. Life is crazy. I am a Sam Raimi fan. Always going all the way back to Evil Dead. I'm not a fan of horror. You aren't on live chat. I am, actually. At least that's what my screen says. Sometimes those are the words that just come, you know? You don't know what to say, and you kind of get nervous. Keeping on the theme of movies, what did the most recent movie everyone seen here is? The last movie I recently watched was Back to the Future 2. I'm watching all 3 of them, so tonight might be the 3rd one. We'll see. I just get squeamish around gore. I don't like the gore. It makes me feel a little barfy. Sharkenstein. Yeah, okay. Do not recommend. Good to know. You don't like gore either, Francisco? The river runs through it, but it was interrupted by kids. Grrr. Yeah. Kids will do that. It's a good movie, though. Handmaid's Tale. I have not seen that. Actually, I haven't seen Boogie Nights either. Is it Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? Jezebel, Louisiana. Voodoo horror. Haven't been to a theater since 1995? That's crazy. Last movie I saw in theater was The Batman. Ozark Season 4, nice. Waking Life. Right on. Go to see Top Gun Maverick in a couple of weeks with your brother. Last movie was Dunkirk. Grumpy Old Men. Oh, that's a good one too. The Force Awakens, that trilogy, it's fine. Probably a kids movie. Kids movies are fine too. I always liked Ferngully. That was my favorite movie when I was a kid. And it goes back to the voice acting. Tim Curry, fantastic. You don't do Star Wars anymore? What's wrong with Star Wars now? Obi-Wan Kenobi starting up in a couple weeks and that looks awesome. You've never watched a Star Wars movie? Yeah. Matt, I get it. Skywalker was... I'm playing through the Lego Star Wars game right now. It's kind of awesome. Thoughts on Avatar 2? Well, I haven't seen Avatar 1. It's one of those movies that was hyped up so much that I just really never wanted to see it. And so I haven't seen the trailer for it either, for the second one. Exactly. Overrated. That's what I've heard too. One of the ones that I'm curious about on Disney Plus is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. That one was always my favorite when I was a kid. It looks so... It could be bad. But it could be so bad that it's good, you know? And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. If you like Ferngully, you like Avatar, we'll see. We'll see. Because they're all the same. I think I'm one of those rare people that actually liked the Han Solo movie, though. So I've seen when Star Wars: The Special Edition came out. I think in 1999, maybe even before that. I saw Episode 4, and then I seen 1, 2, 3, 4, or not 4, 4. Sorry, 7, 8, 9. Seen all of those in theater. One of the first movies I remember seeing in theater, and it was in the South Center Theater. So for anyone who remembers, who lives in Calgary, you might remember that theater. When empty my recycle bin, only a Jedi could have erased those files. Only a Jedi. Erase those files. Anyone who is a fan of Star Wars, though, check out the Clone Wars cartoon. It is amazing. It really... It makes the prequel movies a little bit better. My old laptop, when I was started up, it would have not Ralph Wiggum, it would have Uter, the German kid from The Simpsons. Don't make me run, I am full of chocolate. Ferngully and Pocahontas. Ha! Nice. Remember, the 5th of November. James Cameron, if you don't know this, he got ripped apart by a submarine in Family Guy. So he's dead. I'm just kidding. Weird mashups now? Are we talking about movies or are we talking about music? Because there's a lot of really good music mashups out there. I'm sorry, Francisco. An uncle of mine was in Cool Runnings. Right at the very end. He was standing next to John Candy. What kind of music do I listen to? Get or better? A little bit of everything. Today at work, I was listening to Garth Brooks. But yeah, like Green Day, for Foo Fighters, Smith and Myers. Shinedown is my favorite band right now. That was the last concert I got to see too. Was in 2019. Was Shinedown. They were amazing. And I'm kind of pissed that their new album got delayed because of the vinyl shortage. Hell yeah, Garth Brooks. Yes, that was a great concert too. I saw that one. Shinedown is great, Matt. I've got all of their albums. And a concert on my phone. Well, a concert on my Xbox, whatever. And no, iPhone, it's not 2 words. It's true, it's not. Sevens is the best Garth Brooks album. Agreed. What album are you listening to, Lucky? After No Fences. True, it's true. I was listening to an anthology box set that I got. So it's a compilation box set. Before that, though, it was Scarecrow. I've been to some pretty good concerts in my time. Garth Brooks, Green Day, Foo Fighters, Nickelback. Right now, Sound of Madness is in there. That is amazing. I think Amaryllis is probably my favorite. But their new ones should be pretty good. Planet Zero. Green Day, you heard that, eh? That was a great concert, too. Now you're talking my language. Smith and Myers is amazing. And you're right, Matt. Nothing is wrong with Nickelback. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Their cover of The Devil Went Down to Georgia was amazing. Do I play any musical instruments? I got a guitar for Christmas. I have barely touched it since then. Brad Paisley would be fun. In fact, I think, Matt, we were at the same Green Day concert when they came to Calgary that one year. Animals, that is a great song. Look at this photograph. It's funny, when I saw them, Francisco, he was saying that girl that he kissed was actually in the audience that night, so that was kind of cool. Yes, not together. We were there at the same time. I was there with my buddy James, and then, I don't know who you were there with at the time. We were on our way into that concert, and my buddy James is standing right in front of me. We're about to go through security, but he's checking out the feet of the guys in front of him, see if the security's going to pat his feet down. So then the security guard knew exactly where to check on James to see where our stash was. It was gone after that. It was funny. Insane mashups on your own computer. Yeah. Yeah, you can find some pretty crazy mashups on the internet. YouTube is great for that. Somebody that I really wish I could have seen in concert would have been Johnny Cash. Or the Highwaymen, which was the country band that he was in. Red Doc Mods. Doc! Marty! You gotta come back with me! Where? Back to the future! Film scores mashed up with hip hop, eh? That'd be awesome, actually. Depending on which score, of course. Francisco, I recommend Live at Folsom Prison. Jimmy Buffett, eh? I don't know if anyone knows, or for people who don't know this, Matt probably knows this, Jimmy Buffett appeared in Jurassic World. He actually picked up 2 drinks and ran away. Requiem for a Dream. That's a good one. Good song, good movie. Best of movie. This is the original goth. Is that Johnny Cash you're talking about? Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to find the car, too. The same car that he had in Evil Dead. You guys are so lucky to have access to the big dudes. I'm a big dude. I enjoyed Spider-Man, though. Spider-Man was great. Fan service galore, which was great. Which is what you need in that kind of movie. AC/DC? You mean Akadeka? That would have been an awesome concert. No shit. Almost spilled my drink. Have I always lived in Calgary? Yes. Born and raised. Welcome, Broken Nomad. Welcome. The flight to Australia is a doozy. Welcome, Kevin. How's it going, man? Oh, Francisco, but he does. You just don't know it yet. All good, Kevin. This was kind of spur of the moment this morning decisions, so. Shorts weather today, yes, it was, and I made the mistake of wearing a thick hoodie when I went to work this morning. You have no power here. I'm afraid he's got all the power. Yoga pants and a hoodie, eh? Well, as long as you're comfy. You're not ready for arm weather? How the hell did a bikini top get stuck inside a friggin' sheet? I can't answer that. But that's a good question. Oh, actual pants? I'm sorry, Kevin. I am wearing shorts right now myself. Pretty hot here on the East Coast. 25 degrees Celsius here today, and it's autumn. Wow, nice. Exactly, Sarah. It is, we gotta build up the tan. That's what I plan to do hopefully this year is get outside some more. Because I've just grown so very tired of sitting in front of my TV. I'm looking forward to actually doing something with my life. It's too bad you can't get like business shorts. Hey, Kevin? Or make like mullet shorts, long in the front to hide your legs, but still exposed in the back for the air. Taco Cat. Kevin, I can give you short pictures of me in shorts. I've got really nice legs. Almost dancer's legs. Do it. San Francisco. Business shorts. Patent pending. Farmer's tan is in full swing. Yeah, me too. I kind of get that on my feet with sandals and crap. Business shorts policy is currently being formulated in your head. That's Fantastic. If you want to send me a copy to review, that would be okay. I do have an email specifically set up for my channel. If anyone wants that for any particular reason. Everything else goes through my private email, but if people want to send me questions or anything like that through that email, y'all can. Thanks, Matt. Have a good night, buddy. The tans, eh? Does your Arctic tan count? Yes. You know, if you wanted to, you could also do Lederhosen. You know, just kind of come up with your own kind. I think that would be fantastic. Sweet. Now listen up. This is the story of everyone being tan. Desert appropriate, eh? Of course, you don't want to get picked off by the Wile E. Coyote. If you can blend in, then you should be fine. Is Matthew leaving? Yes. Matthew is leaving. He's got to work in the morning. I do believe. Me? Not so much. What is everybody else doing tonight? Besides chatting with me? We'll be picking off the yolks. Okay. Right on. Now that Matt's gone, who are your favorite YouTubers? Well, for anyone who doesn't follow it, check out Matt's other YouTube channel, Macro Films. Yeah, it's fun, and it's got some of our old projects on it, especially Damage Incorporated. Check that one out. It's fantastic. In terms of YouTubers, I also like Brandon Ferris. He's hilarious. As I was saying before, Game Grumps. If you like video game playthroughs. Link. Sorry, link for what? Oh, Macro, right. Yes, if someone could post that link, that would be great. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about Matt a little bit, that's fine. Originally, I met him. Yes, Matt's other channel, Kevin. Macro Films. I originally met Matt in elementary school, but I wasn't friends with him until high school. We were in the same drama class and sociology, psychology as well. Cracked pepper? Cracked pepper for what? Hang on, I'll see if I can find the link here. Kraken and Dr. Pepper. Oh, okay. I like the name of that. I like that. There. That, yes, there is the link for his other channel. It's kind of where we got started. I don't really know what all is left on there, but if you like to see my acting chops, they are on there. Macro Films. Yes, Jackie, that's the one. Okay, so yes, Matt became friends with Matt back in high school, and then yeah, we've just kind of been friends ever since. And thank you, sister. Sorry, distracted by reading the comments. But yeah, I kind of helped him with every film project that he did. Because, yeah, I used to always want to be an actor, so. I gave you an option, Kevin. Does anybody else have any questions that they would like to ask me about? I am getting tired. When will the van be finished? Who knows? I haven't even started yet, Kevin. Got to get the license first, and then the van, which, from what I understand, my cousin is going to be helping me get it. I'm going to do it September 24th. That was the day that I got my learners. That is the day I want to get my drivers. Think that would be fun, and will make for some neat content. Yeah, me and Byron in the cemetery, we were ad-libbing that the entire time. I thought you had a van already? No, not yet. What direction do I want to take the channel? Well, long term, Francisco, I want to be doing this full time. Creating content has it's filled that thing, you know, when you are. It fulfills me in a way that nothing ever has before. You know, no relationship or no job has kind of fulfilled me in the way that creating videos has. And I've been creating videos for years, and for a long time I was afraid to show them to anyone. So I never did, and I've got a collection that I've never shown anyone, and I can't post them because they're full of copyrighted music. So creative itch, I feel ya. Yeah, exactly. I've always strived to do things that are creative, and there are some things that I would like to add to the channel that aren't related to van life, but more related to theater. I'd like to add that on if you guys are kind of interested in that contest. How does learner driver permit work where you are? When you get your learners, you have to wait for an entire calendar year to go for the driver's test. Now my brother lives in Thunder Bay, small city, I should say, and you have to make an appointment, and you have to do it a long time ahead of time. Multiple income streams, not just YouTube, just in case. I would definitely like to do that. There are things I want to add, like merch down the line, t-shirts, stickers, whatever else. Heck, if I can even get my logo on a glass pipe, that would be amazing. Yeah, so you have to wait for an entire year. Sorry, bogus. Before you get the learners. Highway driving, no, that seems a lot easier and a lot more chill than driving in the city, especially driving in parts in Calgary. Yeah, you have to wait for a year, but I think that's good because it gives you lots of time to practice. And I do need to look up that site. Yes, I do. It would be cool. Drop shipped. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I think, Kevin, it's a little ways away yet, simply because I'm not at a point where I can put out content regularly. Right now I'm trying to go for once a month, at least, for a video. Chris, have you been getting more practice in? Yep. I don't feel like I want to film all the driving that I do, simply because I don't want you guys to get bored of it. But yeah, I'm driving on some of the bigger roads here in the city now. You went to drive in Hoboken in Jersey City, New Jersey. No highways there. That's interesting. And I'd like to be able to take my van, once I get it, everywhere. So I don't necessarily like flying, so... Give me a call after this. I have another idea. Maybe I will, Kevin? One of the things I've been working on is I would like to do some monologues and film them in a creative way. White stuff? From like Oreos? What was the first music album I ever bought? I actually remember that. It was Weird Al's Jurassic Park and Barenaked Ladies' Gordon. Barenaked Ladies is probably my favorite band of all time. And I'm Canadian, so that's perfectly fine. I love flying, just not enough dirt landing pads to fly automatically. Flying is something I've been kind of thinking about too in the future. It'd be fun to learn. BNL are so awesome. I have to agree. Obviously, they're my favorite band, like I was saying. I've seen them in concert twice, I believe. And unpopular opinion, I like the band better now that Stephen Page isn't part of it. What does do you like Age of Electric? I can't say I've actually heard of them. What does being Canadian have to do with BNL? It's a good question. I don't really have an answer for that. BNL Kevin is Bare Naked Ladies. It's shorthand. But their first album was my first album. Okay, Jackie, thank you for coming. I don't know when I'm going to do my next one, but I've had a lot of fun tonight, so. Exactly. BNL is the pride and joy of Canada. Don't get me wrong, I still like Stephen Page, but I like Ed Robertson better as a singer. Yes, lucky they are Canadian. They did their first albums in Toronto and Vancouver, I do believe. Nickelback, they're an interesting band. I don't think they deserve all the hate that they get. I just think that in the period of time that they landed in, it was unfortunate. I remember Walkmans. Discman. Now it's iPhone. Right on, Electric Van Life. Well, lucky that's just what I do. You know? With great beard comes great responsibility. Bare Naked Lady songs are definitely songs that I want to learn to play once I get going with my guitar. What is the scariest movie I ever saw? Oh, I don't do very well with scary movies. So, yeah, that's a really good question. All right, Kevin, all good, bro. Thanks for coming. I remember when I was a kid, we saw Jurassic Park in the theater, and that one scared the crap out of me as a kid. All right, Kev. What was the last movie to make me cry? Oh, man. Everything seems to make me cry these days. And, yeah. So the last movie to make me cry was probably Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Definitely underrated. Definitely worth the check out. Has anybody out there ever met any celebrities? And was it a good experience or a bad experience? Having worked at Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo for a few years, I've met quite a few people that were interesting, but sometimes it gets hard to not fangirl just a little bit. Like one of the coolest people I ever got to meet was Raphael Sabarge, who was playing Jiminy Cricket on Once Upon a Time. And he also had a recurring role on Star Trek Voyager back in the 90s as well. I love James Cromwell. All right, Get a Better. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Go to bed, little girl. That will be hilarious. Pedro Martinez. Not. I don't. No. Baseball. No. It's never huge into sports. Being a Calgarian and a native Calgarian, at that, wrestling fan. Huge wrestling fan. James Cromwell is awesome. He's had some amazing roles over his time, and Star Trek First Contact was my favorite role with him in it. If you're a Star Trek fan and you haven't seen that movie, go see that movie. I get you, Ninja Boo Kitty. It's I don't like watching sports on TV, but being there live is a different beast altogether. Hi, Denise. Welcome to the chat. Baseball and cricket. Kathy Griffith, I was never a fan of her. Jeff Foxworthy, he was good. Jim Carrey, of course, fantastic. You've seen one Star Trek movie, much to your brother's disappointment. Which Star Trek movie? If it was the original, then I'm sorry, but there's better ones out there. You like a mouthy chick comic. Those can be funny too. Really funny, actually. Sandra Bernhard was one of my favorites. True. Haven't heard of any of those people. Oh, that is a lot to watch. The movies, okay. The shows, no. Alan Jackson at a bar when they used to have karaoke. I love karaoke. The one with the whales. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely better ones out there. The more recent ones, if you're not a fan of Star Trek but you like science fiction action movies, those newer Star Trek movies are a good way to go. But if you're not a fan, or sorry, if you like the older Star Trek movies, then First Contact is the one I always recommend. In terms of shows, Star Trek Picard is good too. I just haven't seen season 2 yet. Well. I get it. They're not meant for everyone. Definitely not. So Sarah Evans at a bar in Georgia. That's cool. I didn't necessarily meet Sean Astin, but we both gave each other a. Hey, Teresa. Welcome to the chat. Charissa? Charissa? You're so hyped you almost got thrown out? That's hilarious. I haven't done karaoke in a long time. You met Bette Midler? That would be cool. Not a big sci-fi fan with limited selection of... Okay. That makes sense. I mean, I like a little bit of everything when it comes to movies. I more prefer like psychological thrillers over horror, that's for damn sure. Secret Window is one of my favorite movies in that vein. What are some Disney movies you guys like out there? Thrillers are great. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Brave. I don't know if I've seen that one, Sarah. Toy Story is your favorite movie? I love Toy Story. Pioneering in animation right there. Have you seen Toy Story 4? Tear. Toy Story 3? Tear. Toy Story 2? Me. Infinity War, you don't know movies? Infinity War's great. Disney, yes, it definitely can be traumatizing. Encanto, I haven't seen that one. There's a lot of the newer Disney stuff that I just haven't gotten around to yet. I think Cruella was the last Disney movie that I saw. I think Chip and Dale might be the next one I see. The dinosaur one? Do you mean like Dinosaur from 2000? I thought the animation of that movie was fantastic, but the story was boring. You were crying at work in the break room watching that. Definitely. Land Before Time, that was cool, but that was a series of movies that just went on way too long. Ratatouille, that was a good one. See, it's animated movies like that that really make me appreciate voice actors. And Mucky, I think there's the tragic story behind Land Before Time when it comes to the actress that played Ducky. So sad. Ratatouille was one of those ones that I saw, but I only saw once. I haven't seen WALL-E. I have a subscription to Disney Plus. I should watch all of these things. But that kind of gets me away from what I really want to be doing, and that's not watching TV. Wow. Haven't seen it. I think the last Disney movie older Disney movie that I watched was Hercules? Welcome back, Kevin. Yes, Lucky, that's exactly what I was talking about. So tragic. I liked Atlantis. That one was underrated. I never saw the sequel, but Disney and their sequels. We're all supporting you, Kev. It was very tragic. Oh, yeah. Definitely. The sequel to Atlantis. Atlantis 2, Milo's Return. Never seen it. But always a fan of Michael J. Fox. That's a good tip, Ninja. Alan Jackson, that would have been a fun one. I saw Brooks and Dunn once. That was a good concert. Such a long time ago, though. If Ozzy Osbourne goes back on tour with his new album when it comes out, that's a concert I need to see. It's on my bucket list. You guys providing all the handy tips. That's awesome. They are back on tour? Awesome. Yeah, they were planning on going to Edmonton, but then Ozzy got sick and thought maybe he was gonna die. But no one can kill the Prince of Darkness. So good to know, though. I hope that they come this way. I'd like to see Garth Brooks up in Edmonton again, but that's just not gonna happen. I don't have the money for that. All the money I've got now is going away from my band. He might be old, but he's still awesome. Oh, Brooks and Dunn. I thought they split up. I don't know why. I think Hard Working Man was my favorite song by them, though. Hard working man, wears steel hard hat. 6 minutes. That's crazy. I went a few years ago, and I think there was 7 or 9 shows here in Calgary. Thought that was kind of crazy, but it was a lot of fun. Tomorrow, these sponsors. Thank you, Francisco. That's awesome. Have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Your weight loss diet has been working a bit too well. Luckily, you have a belt. Oh, I hear you there. I was thinking about suspenders. I've got $100. He's gotten a lot better though since he got clean. Ozzy Osbourne Blizzard in 1980. That would have been awesome. Okay, Ninja. Have a good one. Really cool suspenders. Do Mork from Orc. Those are the best suspenders. And then it shows you off as an ally as well. So, thanks, Ninja. Have a good night. You guys are awesome. Ba, ba, ba. Sorry, I like to sing, so I do that from time to time. It'll be better once I know how to play the guitar, you know? Suspenders with ganja on it? Maybe. That could be cool. I decided I didn't want to smoke on the live stream tonight just because I didn't want to tick off the YouTube gods. So figured you guys know what I like. I mean, how could we not, Lucky? Ozzy in Champaign, Illinois in 2017. Oh, that would have been amazing. Bark at the Moon, definitely one of my favorite Ozzy songs. Music, in my opinion, really is the best medicine. Besides when you need, like, actual medicine. One of the coolest concert moments that I got was I saw Aerosmith. They came to Calgary, and it was Joe Perry's birthday. So there was a video that they showed of all these different musicians and celebrities saying "Happy Birthday" and all that jazz. And the warm up act was Joan Jett. So that was a fantastic concert going experience. Yeah, Kev, that's good. I mean, I cut my own hair too because I don't have a lot of it left, so I pay someone. I can do it for free myself. As for the beard, well, I haven't seen anything under it for like 2 years. That's true. You can't just use the light on your phone. That's just not enough. All right, the eclipse. I forgot that that was tonight. It's still kind of light here, so I can't tell yet. Weird Al is also a fun concert for anyone who has been considering it. It's not a good show. You gonna use your MacGyver skills, are you, Kevin? Playing guitar will help with anxiety. Oh, for sure. I think it's cloudy here too. It's really hard to tell. So I can't quite tell from that view, you know? Wisconsin. Bummer. That is a bummer. Yeah, Kevin, your motel room doesn't have a light? What is my beard routine? I wash it when I shower. I comb it after I shower. And I also use this beard butter. And it smells like sandalwood, which is an amazing smell. And it's also a good way to lure in the ladies for a kiss. Come on, smell my beard. There you go. With consent, of course. Share pics on here. Yeah, that would be cool. Who knows what the YouTube gods are going to add in the future, though. Just 2 desk lamps? That's crap. Makes me think I should add a headlight to my list. Said no lady of the night ever. True. I wouldn't know what they talk about, though. First one you've seen in your entire life, eh? You're still here, Denise? That's awesome. I'm still here, too. Maybe not for too much longer, though. It's been a long day. I think it would be fun, though, in the future, once the beard gets even longer, to have somebody braid it. Do, like, the Viking beard. I think that would be cool. Lady of the Night Museum. See you walking in the night with a baby in her hands. It would be weird if it was like Lady of the Night Museum, but also Night at the Museum, all at the same time. Everything comes to life at night. The ZZ top, yes, I agree. We'll see. It's getting there. It's got more gray in it than I did last year at this time. Sense of the universe. What's in the center of the universe, Sarah? ZZ Top was cool in Back to the Future 3. Sarah, is this like an Idaho joke? Thanks for coming, Sherza. He's a wallaby. Wallace the Wallaby. Oh, I thought that was Toronto. I'm just kidding. I've only been to Toronto once, though. And even then, it was only to the airport. Lady of the Night. Round the garbage can. Good to know, Lucky. I'll take a look outside soon. Cat as their mayor, that would be cool. Idaho City. That would be really cool, actually. Thanks, Tracy. Have a good night. Colorado. Sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Okay, everyone. I think I am going to call it here. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of my first ever live stream. I don't know when the next one's going to be, but yeah, this was fun. So thank you all for coming and being a part of this channel before it even really gets going. You guys have no idea how much it all means to me. I can do it, Kevin, but I'm tired. I've had a long day. I need to eat, and I don't want to. And Kevin, well, yours was 4 hours, but you had more to talk about. You know things. I don't. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, Tracy, for coming. All right. Well, to quote my favorite sports broadcaster, anytime and in between time. Have a good night, everybody.